Developing your personal mission statement. A personal mission statement provides you with the long-term vision and motivation to manage yourself and others in your team according to your own values. It also allows you to establish your purpose and goals as a manager and sets a benchmark for self-evaluation. Defining your future. Your personal mission statement spells out your managerial philosophy. It defines the type of manager you want to be, your character, what you want to accomplish, your contributions, and what principles guide your behavior, your values. It provides you with the vision and values to direct your managerial life, the basis for setting long and short-term goals, and how best to deploy your time. Setting out your philosophy. Make sure that your personal mission statement is an accurate reflection of your values, goals, and aspirations for success. A personal statement might read, "My career goals are to effectively manage my team to achieve respect and knowledge, to use my talents as a manager to help others, and to play an active role in this organization." Another individual's statement might have a very different focus. As a manager in this creative firm, I want to establish a fault-free, self-perpetuating learning environment. Reevaluate your statement on a regular basis, annually at least, to ensure that it still describes your overall vision for your future as a manager. Tip: learn from setbacks. Things will not always work out as you have planned. When you face setbacks, be honest with yourself about what happened and why, and think carefully about whether you need to reevaluate your goals. See the future. Develop a vision of what it will be like when you achieve your goals. Your vision of a desirable future can be a powerful motivating force. Evaluate progress. Continually evaluate your performance against your mission statement. When things do not work out, be honest with yourself about why. Setting and attaining your personal managerial goals. Be smart. Set goals that are specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. You are much more likely to achieve goals that are well-defined and within your reach. Reward yourself. Reward yourself for small wins. When you achieve incremental progress toward your goals, treat yourself to a reward, such as a night out or some recreational activity. Get support. Develop a support group of people who will help you in achieving your goals. Your support group should include those with the resources you need to be successful. Set your goals. Personalize your goals. You will be far more committed to goals that you have set yourself, rather than those that have been set for you by someone else. Managing a team. Teams are the cornerstones of most public and nonprofit organizations. Successful team leaders understand what makes a team effective and what can lead to failure. To be a successful manager, you need to be able to plan and design the work of your team, delegate tasks effectively, monitor progress, and motivate your team to excel. Setting goals and planning. Designing work. High-performing teams. Valuing diversity. Delegating effectively. Motivating others. Teaching skills. Appraising performance. Setting goals and planning. Planning is a key skill for any manager and starts with having a good understanding of the organization's objectives. It involves establishing a strategy for achieving those goals, using the personnel available, and developing the means to integrate and coordinate necessary activities. Knowing your goals. Planning is concerned with ends, what needs to be done, and means, how those ends are to be achieved. In order to create a plan, managers must first identify the organization's goals, what it is trying to achieve. Planning and monitoring. Goals are the foundation of all other planning activities. They refer to the desired outcomes for the entire organization, for groups and teams within the organization, and for individuals. In the best organizations, employees and teams work closely with their managers to set their own goals and plan courses of action. Goals provide the direction for all management decisions and form the criteria against which actual accomplishments can be measured. Tip: look to the future. Write down 3 SMART goals that you want your team to achieve in the next 5 years, and then plan how you will reach them, how to develop and implement a plan. Define your overall goals by asking questions such as, why do we exist and what do we do? Thoroughly analyze your working environment to identify opportunities you can exploit and threats you may encounter. Use the results to set objectives that you want to meet. These will create a standard against which to measure your progress. Formulate a plan to achieve those objectives, what needs to be done by whom and by when. Implement the plan, clarifying roles and providing support. Monitor your progress to make sure you are on the right track. Setting your goals. There are 5 basic rules that can help you set effective goals. Always make your goals SMART: specific, measurable, aligned, reachable, and time-bound. S-specific goals are meaningful only when they are specific enough to be measured and verified. M-measurable goals need to have a clear outcome that can be objectively assessed. They also need to have clear benchmarks that can be checked along the way. A-aligned goals should contribute to the mission, vision, and strategic plan of the organization and be congruent with the values and objectives of the employee implementing them. Our reachable goals should require you to stretch to reach them, but not be set unrealistically high. Time-bound open-ended goals can be neglected because there is no sense of urgency to complete them. Whenever possible, goals should include a time limit. Designing work. Job design refers to the way tasks are combined to form complete jobs. It involves trying to shape the right jobs to conform to the right people, taking into account both the organization's goals and the employee's satisfaction. Well-designed jobs lead to high motivation, high-quality performance, high satisfaction, and low absenteeism and turnover. Defining jobs. Jobs vary considerably. A lifeguard, for example, will have very different day-to-day responsibilities than an accountant or a construction worker. However, any job can be described in terms of 5 core job dimensions. Skill variety. The degree to which a job requires a variety of different activities so that the worker can employ a number of different skills and talents. Task identity. The degree to which a job requires completion of a whole and identifiable piece of work. Task significance. The degree to which a job has an impact on the lives of other people. Autonomy. The degree to which a job provides freedom and discretion to the worker in scheduling tasks and in determining how the work will be carried out. Feedback. The degree to which the worker gets direct and clear is important, valuable, and worthwhile. Jobs that possess autonomy give workers a sense of responsibility for their results. Jobs that provide feedback indicate to the employee how effectively he or she is performing. Information about the effectiveness of his or her performance. As a manager, you can maximize your team's performance by enhancing these 5 dimensions. Skill variety, task identity, and task significance combine to create meaningful work. Jobs with these characteristics will be perceived as important, valuable, and worthwhile. Jobs that possess autonomy give workers a sense of responsibility for their results. Jobs that provide feedback indicate to the employee how effectively he or she is performing. Skill variety, task identity, and task significance combine to create jobs that are seen as important, valuable, and worthwhile. Tip: get the right person for the job. It is very difficult to completely change how a person performs, so try to match people to jobs that they are good at. This will make them most likely to achieve good results. Ways to design work by enhancing the 5 dimensions. Create natural work units. Design tasks to form an identifiable whole to increase employee ownership and to encourage workers to view their jobs as important. Combine tasks. Put existing fragmented tasks together to form larger modules of work. This can help increase skill variety and task identity. Expand jobs vertically. Giving employees responsibilities formerly reserved for managers closes the gap between the doing and controlling aspects of the job and increases autonomy. Improve feedback channels. Feedback tells employees how well they are performing and whether their performance is improving, deteriorating, or remaining constant. Employees should receive feedback directly as they do their jobs. Establish client relationships. Building direct relationships between the worker and the client, the user of the product or the service that the employee works on, increases skill variety, autonomy, and feedback. High-performing teams. As Lee Iacocca, former CEO of Chrysler Corporation, said, all business operations can be reduced to 3 words: people, product, and profit. People come first. Unless you've got a good team, you can't do much with the other 2. Successful managers are those who create, work with, and manage successful teams. Defining high-performing teams. A team is 2 or more people who meet regularly, perceive themselves as a distinct entity distinguishable from others, have complementary skills, and are committed to a common purpose, a set of performance goals, and an approach for which they hold themselves mutually accountable. High-performing teams engage in collective work produced by coordinated joint efforts that result in more than the sum of the individual efforts. Research and practical experience have shown that teams with many more than 12 members tend to lack cohesion and struggle to make fast and effective decisions. In focus, mutual trust. A climate of mutual trust is essential in a high-performing team. Each member of the team needs to know they can depend on the others. Successful managers build mutual trust by creating a climate of openness in which employees are free to discuss problems without fear of retaliation. They are approachable and respectful and listen to team members' ideas, and develop a reputation for being fair, objective, and impartial in their treatment of others. Consistency and honesty are key, so these managers avoid erratic and unpredictable behavior and always follow through on any explicit and implied promises they make. Communication is at the heart of building and maintaining mutual interdependence between members of a team. Managers of high-performing teams keep team members informed about upper management decisions and policies and give accurate feedback on their performance. They are also open and candid about their own problems and limitations. Understanding team performance. Who are we? Sharing strengths, weaknesses, work preferences, and values allows the establishment of a set of common beliefs of the team, creating a group identity and a feeling of what we stand for. Where are we now? Understanding the current position means that a team can reinforce its strengths, improve on its weaknesses, and identify opportunities to capitalize on and threats to be aware of. Where are we going? Teams need to have a vision of the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. They also need a mission, a purpose, and a set of specific team goals that they are all excited about. How will we get there? Team members must understand who will do what and when to accomplish team goals, and must be clear about their job description, roles on the team, responsibilities, and areas of authority and accountability. What support do we get/need? Reviewing each member's training and development needs can set the stage for individual training, counseling, and mentoring that will strengthen both the individual and the team. How effective are we? Regular performance reviews of quantity and quality outputs and the team process, with recognition and reward for success. Ensure achievement of team goals and provide members with standards.